Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Ironman. Since the previous episode, we have moved 3 tiles east, so already good progress being made. Today, what I want to do is work on getting myself a magic fang, and if RNG is in my favor, maybe even get myself a occult necklace. I think if I can get those 2 items today, I'll be very satisfied. I don't know why I say today, these videos take like weeks or months to make, but today, we're going to try and get those 2 items. I'll be very satisfied with that. On the back of getting Arim's last episode, I'm very keen on getting the hell out of barrows and doing something a bit different. I'm sure Zulrah will feel like a pain in the ass before too long, but because it's a change of pace, because it's actual variety, I'm actually very eagerly awaiting killing this boss, which is strange. I've been burnt out on it at least twice in this account's short history. So anyway, that's how we're going to start things off. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get the fang. And yeah, I don't want to be here for thousands and thousands of kills with nothing to show for it. Kill number 1, 2, 3, 4, got ourselves the 6th Onyx, which is insane. This distribution is a bit wild, but that's alright. I like Onyx drops, I suppose. I didn't buy them with Chaos Runes for a reason. I guess that's the reason, right? But aside from the Onyx, not too many kills later, we finally got ourselves the Magic Fang. I just had to take in the moment, let it breathe on the floor a little bit. Although it makes me a little concerned watching this back. I'm like, pick up the Magic Fang, like just... It's painful. The idea that I could just log out and lose it terrifies me. I was like mentally prepared for a ridiculous grind, but that was like perfect, man. Like, I'm still enjoying Zulrah. I've got the drop that I want. I wouldn't be mad if I had to go back, but I have the opportunity to move on, so I shall. We're pretty close to 95 Slayer. I still haven't received a Smoke Devil's task, so I think what I'm going to do is get back onto this skill, hopefully get myself a Smoke Devil's task before too long, and get myself an occult. Things are looking pretty up in the world. I've been pretty bored just fishing current ones the past couple of weeks, so to actually make progress in terms of like item drops is very refreshing for sure. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to kill the Smoke Devils. Generally, what I like to do is barrage them with a cannon, but I don't have a cannon on this account, so... And 150 cannonballs isn't exactly the greatest. I think I'll end up just killing them in a pretty scuffed manner, but whatever works. I'm not too fast. I'll probably just tag them with a bofa, run around the skeletons and barrage them like that. Bit old school, but whatever. I'm just hoping it doesn't take too long to get myself a task. But before I forget, I should probably upgrade my trident. We'll not get the coins back. You think I care about coins at this point? Not a chance. Magic Fang, uncharged trident. We now have ourselves the toxic trident staff. I've not had one of these in a while. It's been a minute. Hopefully with my arrows, my trident, and my potential occult necklace, killing Zulrah with a mage switch might be viable. I actually don't know. In pursuit of our occult necklace, we of course needed to get back onto the task list, starting things off with halfway to 99 attack, very nice. Moving right along, we didn't get quite the right devils, but we got ourselves a Slayer level regardless. We've now unlocked the highest level monster in the skill, that being the Hydra of course. It's just a matter of time before we are assigned our first task. I think it's weighted quite low, so it's kind of a privilege if you ever are assigned those things, but we still need to complete the Tormented Demons grind. This task, however, we netted ourselves an attack level and not much else. 209,000 Slayer experience. A ridiculous sort of thing to read in the chat box, but whilst conducting myself in the Myth Guild here, trying to kill some blue dragons, I noticed a particular movement pattern of this maxed account. Marked the tile because I'm like, this can't be coincidence, right? Like, this man is, I'm not just like going crazy, this dude is standing in the same spot every single lap for a couple ticks before he continues moving. And I'm just like in denial that a maxed account could potentially bot in this game. The amount of time you put into making these accounts, why would you risk it? I guess there's just like botting is safer than I thought it was, because that's just insanity to me. The very idea you could put that account up for grabs for a ban is just, yep, whatever. Different strokes for different folks. Anyway, we got some fishing done, couple levels there. The Caramboins are starting to stack quite tall, but with that said, we got ourselves another drop from the Tormented Demons, and finally we have ourselves our second Tormented Synapse. The grind, it feels good to be over. We can finally make ourselves a Scorching Bow. Yo, I'm so stoked to get that. Even though it took me a long ass time to get it, I didn't get like any duplicate Burning Claws or anything like that. I don't know where these things even are. There's some sort of creature, right? Never mind, they're just tormented demons. Not quite a boss, are they? But the official kill count for that final one was 2020, I do believe. So we now have the ability to make that scorching bow, and this was honestly the end of my trip. So I'm actually, like, stoked. There's no other way to put it. Let's go make ourselves a new bow, shall we? It might be a bit strange to say, but I'm actually looking forward to greater demons equating to a AFK task. Doing these is quite good experience, but I'm so over it. So I will heavily welcome the ability to just AFK with moth mixers and just chill out while I kill graders in the future. Because these tasks, man, you get like 250,000 experience a task, but oh my god, it takes the entire afternoon. And afternoons is something I don't have a lot of to burn on RuneScape at the moment. I have no idea if I need to go to an anvil or not. It's pretty safe to assume that, right? Use ourselves the tormented synapse on the longbow. Doesn't it work? On the longbow without a bowstring attached? It does. I've come prepared. There it is, the scorching bow. Never used this thing in my life, and to be honest, I actually kind of want to send it back to Tormented just to see how much better it was. I've got 48 left to go. I got no real items that I want to get from this, but this bow, from what I've heard, is quite awesome. Although it looks a bit dodgy, man. I thought it would look a lot more red, but it kind of just looks like a bit of a twig that you'd pick up. You're joking. This is like 3 kills later. I'm just thinking to myself, like, this isn't that good. It's like nothing crazy. I'm glad I got the Arclight upgrade, but what the are you serious? I have to prove that this is like 2 kills later, because that's absurd. It's like all the RNG that was pent up is just, I don't know, here it is, right here in front of me when I don't need it. Alright, we'll have to ignore this kill. I don't know why my dumbass started killing another demon when I wanted to record the KC. I guess you can tell with the amount of kills left in the task, but there it is, the third one. What, 3, 4, 5 kills later? It's so strange, bro. Like, I'm just waiting for so long to get the second, the one that's actually useful, and then the third one comes right back to back, almost, and it's entirely useless. I think you can make a staff or something out of it. Not actually too sure. I've only heard good things about the sword and the bow, but you know, we'll take it. Adds to the bank value. Switching gears a little bit, I've gone over finally to do some arty tasks. I don't want to do this, but I need to do this. Now that we are 94 thieving, I can now pickpocket master farmers. The only problem is I do believe I need a diary completion to make that happen. For some reason, I don't understand how this has occurred, but I don't have myself a left half of a dragon shield. I don't know if I previously made one in the wrong anvil and now I'm up shit creek without a shield half. So what I'm going to try to do is go to the Guardians of the Rift, and I've got quite a few pulls I can use because I think the drop rate from the left half into the intricate pouches isn't too bad. So I'm not too sure how many of these things I have. Let's have a look. Can I search the reward guardian? Is it going to tell me how many I have? It looks like I have 0. Okay, that's definitely not the case. Anyway, that's a green die straight off the bat. I'm going to pull as many of these as I have. I suspect this will take over 20 minutes. If I go into the thing, can I actually see what my current count is? I have no idea. I'm going to find a way. My brain is giga small. Check. Let's see. That'll probably do it, won't it? Yes, we have a successful method to find out how many pulls we have. God damn. Alright, I'm going to do about 1,500 pulls by the looks of it, and see if I can get enough intricate pouches that allow me to get myself a shield half. I've noticed 2 things that are pretty important here. First and foremost, the talismans, they seem to be noted by now, which is nice. There is also a big search option, much like they added to Temporos, I believe. So I'm going to make my left click the big search and give a few of these a go. I don't know how many of these at a time it does, but it looks like maybe 5 or something. But anyway, that should speed things up a little bit. Not too sure. It looks like the law one. I might have to bank that. Hopefully I can't get any duplicates, but when we start opening up these pouches, I might give 1 a go for now. I believe it's a 1 in 45 chance to get myself the shield half. So I think honestly with 1,500 pulls, my chances are pretty high to get this thing. Dragon Spear, not quite what we're looking for. Close, but no cigar. It's going to be a pain in the ass banking all of these, but I think it'll be worth it if I can like save all of these up and then open them all at the end. There we go, another dye there. I think you can just change the colors any time you like and without a fee associated. My goal is to get the full outfit to be red, so it looks like we've got exactly what we need. Well, not precisely, but you know what I mean. I can just swap those over, those green and blues over to red, and then we'll be fine. And there's another green dye on top of it. It's kind of ironic I haven't got a single red one, but we'll see if that changes, see if I don't have to make any switches. There we go, an actual red one and a collection log on top of that. I guess it's a good thing that I got it manually this way. I don't think it fills the clog if you switch it over. Maybe it does, but that looks much better in the inventory, and who knows, maybe, like I said, we won't have to make any swaps. Hey, there we go, second red dye, not too shabby. I think it's 3 total, right? The hat, the top, and the bottoms. Only one more to get. And there it is, I've used all of the pulls. They took so long to get and so little time to use. To be fair, I've been sitting on those for ages, and it's kind of, I don't know, pure chance that they've released an update that allows me to check them all faster. That probably would have taken a lot longer had I not had the big search option. So, step number 2 for this will be to go through the 63 intricate pouches that I got. It's a 1 in 45 chance, so fingers crossed. All in all, we got a little under 3,000 pearls, which kind of makes a bit of sense, right? I think it's about 2.14, something like that you get on average. So 1,500 pulls seems about right. So let's get stuck into these intricate pouches and see if we can pull ourselves not a D med, but a D left square shield half. Yes, that's the one. You're kidding, bro. Okay, that was actually my first one. I got the collection log slot as well. I think that was maybe 6 pouches. Okay, dude. We're donezo. But as is tradition, I should probably empty them all and get my free dragon medium helm, which seems to be tradition. And who knows, maybe it would be for the best if I got a second left half on the off chance that I make this shield on the wrong anvil. I'm so paranoid about that now because the thought of getting another, like... Wait, that's a thing? I don't have this thing? Bro, what universe am I living on where I don't have all of these items? How do I not have a shield left half, for example? That's ridiculous. I think I might use these lamps on Herblore and see what the rest of the pouches can give me. There's the second one, bro. Again, within like 5... I go to like stop recording and then I instantly get the thing that I'm looking for. Crazy. You know what? I'm not even mad that I didn't get a dragon medium helm this time. Every single intricate pouch haul I've ever done on this account has netted me a dragon medium helm. This one, with the most amount of pulls I've ever done, got me 0. I don't know what this blood essence thing is. I think it's to do with that crazy amount of like rune crafting multiplier thing you can do. I've never really looked into it. New content, my brain does not compute. But the lost bag, I don't think that really helps us. It looks kind of nice, I suppose. But we have ourselves our backup shield left half in case we screw it up. And of course, the one we actually need in the first place to complete the diary. That's the only task I have left to do. And once that is complete, we can get ourselves the cloak upgrade. Although, to be honest, I wish I could just use this one forever. It's going to be sad to see it go. What I didn't realize with this diary completion is that I'll have the ability to hold 84 coin pouches. I've been like emptying them at a maximum of 28 pouches for like weeks on end. I didn't realize this was a reward I could have been having this whole time. So, you know, better late than never, but Jesus, man, I could have used this weeks ago. So, looks like the medium is complete, the hard is done. On top of that, we will get ourselves the ability to teleport to the farming patch so I can stop procrastinating runs. But the main thing I'm interested in is not only the experience, but the ability to improve my pickpocketing rate by 10%, 8KA at 94 thieving, be able to pickpocket master farmers without ever failing. So this will be a good little side activity to do. The only thing I need now is the seed box. That is very much going to be necessary. So I think that is what I will get up to next. I think to get the seed box I need about 700 points, but before that can happen, I'm inevitably going to get myself 80 farming just by harvesting these things. Also forget how much experience I get per 100. All I know is that I get a bonus. I think it's now 75 that you do instead of 100, whatever. In any case, I'm going to get to 700 fruits, check them all in, and get myself a seed box. Hopefully I can get another level because as I discussed previously, once I get to 85 farming, I'll definitely be able to like put the pedal to the metal a little bit. And if we're going to be getting into our thieving grind, I also kind of want to have that spirit tree unlocked so I can access the farming guild. Because getting there with the ferrying is just a pain in the ass that I can't really tolerate any longer. But anyway, 71 more fruits to go. There is fruit number 700. I'm very happy to get out of here. I cannot wait to, instead of clicking around on plants in a rectangle, I'm just so looking forward to just clicking the same person for 100 hours. I think that'll be a much more improved session of content from a day-to-day perspective, but let's go deposit 700 of these fruits. Can you only do 100 at a time? That's kind of shit, honestly. I'll be right back. Although I must admit the XP drops are kind of satisfying. However, we are nowhere near getting the next farming level. But wait, what? Never mind. Okay. I don't know what. Okay, I went from 80 to 81. I didn't realize. Never mind. I don't have the grounds to talk shit about the XP. That's not too bad. What I was going to say is that, well, my boat was that we should have the ability to buy the seed box now. Beautiful. Now I can go sit in somebody's shack and click on their pockets for 100 hours. I cannot wait. Like I was saying before, we take that extra farming level though. I can't believe that actually. This will be my first time ever doing Master Farmers in such a way. I don't think I've ever had an Ardy cloak this high of a level, to be honest. That could be wrong, but I still treat one singular Raynar seed as like very precious cargo, so this should be interesting to see how my perspective changes. I don't know if there's like some sort of trap that I need to set up or what the hell needs to happen, but I'm pretty keen to see how this actually goes and how many seeds I can manage to get. It kind of feels like I'm playing on a private server, that I just never fail a pickpocket. This is new territory for me. I just need that thing from Leagues where you just auto pickpocket and I can just sit here for 25 minutes. I got bored after about 25 minutes there. Decided to do some questing instead. I got this idea in my head that I wanted to unlock another block slot for my Slayer tasks, and the way I was going to do that is by doing some easy quests. Fortunately, Varlamore had a bunch of those for me to do, and after forestalling the following two quests for far too long, we did those as well. First and foremost, the Fremnik Isles was complete, getting us a construction level. It was then time to do the Exiles. Whoopsie daisy, I didn't realize my stats were being drained that whole time. I'm not good at this video game. I come to that conclusion frequently. I was thinking, wow, like this thing has really high defense. It must be a very tough boss, but in any case, the snake is down. The Fremnik Exiles is completed for the first term. This has unlocked me two things. Mainly, the thing that I was going for was the extra unlock, or the extra block for Slayer, as well as the ability to go for the Basilisk's Jaw. I don't know if I need to unlock those, but those are the two things we've just unlocked. I'm glad I didn't die to that snake. Alright, first things first, let's get ourselves our task blocked. I do not want to do Cave Krakens ever again. Now that I've got my trident, I'm good, man. These have a pretty high weighting as well, so I'm kind of choosing between these, Calphites, and maybe one other thing that were not exactly desirable, but also we'll head to our reward section. It looks like you do need to buy the upgrade. You can camp them for a 1 in 5k chance of getting the jaw, or you can get this upgrade and get them as a Slayer task, and when on task, that drop rate drops down to 1 in 1,000, so we'll definitely give this a shot. Never killed these before, but I get the feeling they're going to be pretty manageable. Let's see if we get them first as a task. Not quite, but we can cancel those. No one's really ever in the mood to kill a Kurask, but they definitely are in the mood to kill a Necril. I've been using Ancients for these lately, but I think this will be an exception. I might actually kill these ones with melee for once, because I want to get myself a prayer level, and it's very, very close. I think before I go to bed tonight, I think I'll log in for one last spell cast, and then I will log out for the day. There is 90 prayer. Good night, I'll see you in the morning. Alrighty, so we woke up in the morning, got ourselves 94 attack, finished up the task, and now we are here. We are stuck in front of Kuradel with the first ever Basilisk task. I don't know if I'm going to extend these. I'll probably consider it, depending on how this task goes, but wish me luck. Hopefully we can get a jaw-dropping experience. I almost allowed myself to forget, but no, I do a tree run and I get to farming level. I'm kind of motivated to get to 85 because I found out if my farming isn't 85, I'm not getting the best seeds from the pickpocketing, which is probably why you've seen me deviate from that strategy. Temporarily, at least. That word is hard to say. I've got a lot of stored XP in the form of palm and magic seeds, thank you Zulrah, but yes, it'll probably take me a couple days before I allow myself to pick any more pockets, because I can't stomach the sub-optimized sort of pickpocketing strategy, whether it be not having the rogue's outfit, not being 100% pickpocket rate, or not getting all the seeds that I'm entitled to. So yes, I'll spend the next few days doing tree runs, and hopefully what I've got will get me there. It's always good to have a simple plan to execute, just a bit of farming, just a bit of Slayer, just a few days of progress summed up in about 40 seconds. But we got ourselves 83 farming, a Smoke Devil's Task, melee edition for some reason, but anyway, I've got 96 Slayer because of it. Getting myself my first bait drop from Basilisks, very nice. 84 farming coming in strong as well. And the Smoke Devil tasks haven't been too bad. I don't know why I'm meleeing them, but I do need these attack levels, and there is 95 coming in. A nice little salt in the wound sort of situation here. The fact that I never had a shield left half until Guardians of the Rift came clutch, but in any case, we've got our third pair of Arania boots, and I'm a happy chap. Good morning. I think it's best we start off the day nice and early with an agility level, shall we? There is 79 done. Mate, if I ever get 99 agility, I'll be very proud of myself. I don't think it's possible. It doesn't really work with my brain, but any level that I get, I'm pretty happy with. Neve's got a little Santa hat out. It's a bit of a celebration. But while we're in the neighborhood, we might as well get 85 farming as well. This will enable me to not only do the spirit trees in the farming guild, I'll be able to actually pickpocket master farmers and not feel like a dead shit for not getting things optimized. But on top of all that, there's 2100 total. I think I'm going to rewatch Breaking Bad a little bit and see how much thieving I can get done. Alrighty, the RSI is kicking in. That's about 2 hours worth, I think. Maybe a little bit over it. Gonna switch over to Slayer, I believe, is the play. My god, I can't spell right. But in other news, Breaking Bad definitely still holds up. The only thing I don't like about that show, and this might be a bit niche, but the camera stabilization, or the effect they use to make it all look wonky, is just so potent. Anyway, I'm going to do a Slayer task. I have Smoke Devils once again. Wish me luck on getting my first occult. If you're curious to see what's in my box, can't blame you, but we're currently up to 54 Raynar seeds, which is pretty sweet. I probably have been closer to 3 hours, but yeah, my wrist just can't handle this for any longer. I'm like, moving right along into the next task. We got ourselves 96 attack on this one. No bot rune crafting, I think, in this clip. Very good to see. Got ourselves our first Hydra task here. So 95 Slayer, almost at 97. Holy fuck. It was a bit overwhelming at the start to try and figure out how to kill this thing, but eventually we unlocked a bunch of achievements and a bunch of drops. You'll see how my experience went, but if you've ever killed Hydra before, you probably know how long this task takes. Having 134 of them doesn't seem like a whole lot. I definitely underestimated it, but we got ourselves a Hydra eye, was the first drop that we received. I don't know what this was. I didn't know to whether be stoked or to be what about it. There's a lot of different drops that are derived from this monster, but it's kind of hard to tell which ones are actually useful, so I'm always a bit hesitant to celebrate, but got ourselves a nice 6-hour log there, cucking my ability to pick up the items on the floor, and once you get logged out or teleport, you can't enter back into this arena. I think it's like instance, so anything that is on the floor when you die or when you log out is just gone forever. But a nice drop that we got that seemed pretty convincingly good was the Hydra leather. It had a high GE value, so I was very happy with that one. The chemicals in the brain did get released promptly after seeing that one onto the floor. Wait, you're joking? That's back to back. That can't be right. What the? 1 in 5. We're printed leather. That was quite the way to end off the night. I've still got, I don't know, 70, 80 more kills to go. I feel like this task is going to take me a week. But anyway, in the interim period, we've got ourselves a fishing level of 93. 6 more of those bad boys to go. But before I get off for the night, I think what we're going to have to do is make myself some gloves. I actually didn't know what the leather was for. It's turns out it's better than making a van braces or a cowl or something out of cow leather. It's actually useful for gloves, so let's go make those now. I think they're a +2 strength bonus over the Barra's gloves. You just kind of lose the tri-breeding kind of all-rounder aspect of it, which is nice. You can just have the Barra's gloves and the ferocious depending on what you're doing. But anyway, let's stop the stalling and actually make the damn things. I truly do not believe I will ever wrap my head around all of the new things in this game. My brain is definitely stuck in 2014 for sure. Let's go make these gloves. Do they give me any experience? Animations are off the charts. No XP needed, but wait a minute. Did I not have to consume my Burrows gloves? That feels very inorganic. I thought I'd have to buy a second pair, but I guess from the get-go we can kind of see what we get. +2 melee, +4 in the accuracies. And yeah, like I said, a lot of negative bonuses if we do mage or range, but this will be good for like Slayer, I think, stuff like that. When it comes to potentially raids, maybe that's when we'll switch things out. But with that said, it might be useful to bring out the old Tormented bracelet. Who knows? I'd actually have no idea what the meta is, but I'm glad to have these pretty little gloves. With the pretty little gloves in our hot little hands, we went back to the Hydra den. Well, not literally on my hands because the range bonus is dog shit, but you know what I'm saying, right? Got ourselves another bait drop here. Dragon knives coming in. That value is ridiculous, but this is a bit of a tragic clip. I kind of full sent it here, and I was juggling a bunch of valuables you'll see on the floor. That part where I mentioned before about losing everything on the floor if you teleport or die, yeah. Honestly, I was kind of relieved for that to occur. I was so sick of like juggling items on the ground. I was just kind of happy they were deleted. I know that sounds like cope, and it's about 30% cope, and it was 70% genuine relief. In any case, we finished our 500th task, got a bunch of points, and on top of all of that experience, we got ourselves 97 Slayer. I have some pretty good news. It is the weekend, and I get to play the video game, and I think the best way to start things off will be the following. Gonna get ourselves 91 defense, 122 combat. If my hits are sick right now, we might even be able to get ourselves 97 attack. And if we can really pop this off, okay, I don't think we can. I need myself a nature rune. I'll be right back. Just kidding. All I need is 3 abyssal ashes. If I turn these into dust, get myself 91 prayer on top of that. So that's how we're starting off the weekend. Hopefully we can end it with something special in a similar vein. I would really like to get myself my Basilisk Jaw. I think I'm about 600 to 700 kills into that grind. 1 in 1,000 for the drop. So that is the goal for the weekend. Let's see if we can get it. We started things off strong with an Araxite task. Still too much of a bitch to kill a Raxor, but regardless we got ahead and we can now pretend that we've killed a Raxor because the drop rate of that isn't too high. Got ourselves another Smoke Devil's task, and I thought I'd do a bit of prepping. First and foremost, getting some slaughter bracelets done. I've been procrastinating doing those. I just can't be asked getting topaz post 99 mining, but I eventually swallowed the pill, got myself some additional prayer pots created as well. 77 herb lore is now complete, and we can now make stamina pots, but the gods have blessed me. We have a necklace upgrade. It took about 770 kills, but we can now upgrade our DPS. If you look below my minimap, that 5% additional magic bonus is very nice. I haven't begun to edit this video, and I'm very scared to see the duration of it. However, this is the second last clip, potentially. This is the last Slayer task I'm going to do, and whether or not I receive the jaw will come down to this task here. So let's see what happens. Hope for the best. I'm satisfied with the occult, but the jaw on top would be even better. Looks like this time we got ourselves the bad ending.